Man, I think first of all, I think the coaching, just Coach Campbell, Coach Malice, and Coach Waters, what they've been able to do with this offense and just the QB room, it's credit to them on how we've improved. And myself, I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I feel like this is the best spring that I've had since I've been here. And last Saturday was practically my spring game, and so I felt like I went out with a bang. And so hopefully we can go into the fall and the summer with some momentum and get ready for the season.
Talk about a guy like Dylan Lee. I saw him today. What have you kind of seen from the spring season for next season?
Yeah, Dylan's an awesome kid. I mean, in the early parts of spring ball, he runs the ball like there's nobody out there, and so he had to get used to slowing his head down, slowing his mind down, hitting the holes, cutting, and so he was able to do that today, and I liked what I saw out of him, and I know the whole offense liked what they saw out of him today, so we're going to need him during the fall.
What kind of spring did Benny have?
Benny was probably one of the top performers this spring. Super big jump for him. It's what we needed, what he needed. And as a player, I feel like his confidence just kept going up every single day. And so we're going to need a guy like that, another tall receiver on the outside for the fall this season. So I'm excited for what he's able to accomplish.
Who do you have the most confidence in?
My confidence, I think, comes from, just my playing. The guys around me, they just build my confidence up every single day. And, that just helps me within the season as well. When I make a play, I don't feel like that builds up my confidence. I feel like the confidence just comes from my teammates and how they come in and trust me week in and week out.
When you have several running backs like that in this offensive line, I guess was it your confidence moving forward when you have that around you?
Yeah, the confidence, I feel like I wouldn't say confidence, but I would say it's, another trust factor where, we always don't have to, throw the ball when in those, hard situations. We can run the ball because we got so many dudes in the backfield that are able to, make plays in the run game. And, we got our whole offensive line coming back. And so I'm excited to see what they're able to do this fall and, set that running game loose.
Have you felt like the communication's gotten better between you guys?
Earning time on the field this year, you've established yourself as a player. What were some of the things individually that you were trying to accomplish?
For me, I guess just more of like a knowledge of the game, getting the film room more, just kind of learning, the ins and outs of the offense, stuff that I guess I felt like I didn't last year, and just like kind of get in, like pick the brain of like Coach Cratch and the knowledge he brought in.
Coach Cratch, what's your reaction to having him as your linebacker coach?
Man, he's been awesome so far. He's definitely a player's coach. I can go into his office, talk to him about anything. He's been super helpful, like scheme-wise, anything like that. So it's been great for him.
For sure.
Now, are you taking over where Gary was, or are you more at Mike, or how's that looking?
I'm at more at Mike. We're kind of Cooper Ebel and Jack Sadowski been the two guys who kind of worked in that Wills position.
Okay.
This spring.
How have you taken to that? Is that where you played a lot last year, or were you more Will? I know you were inside.
Yeah,
mostly.
I was Mike last year, so it's been the same stuff this year. So
Coach Campbell this week said that I think, in no uncertain terms, you were the best linebacker he's had since Mike Rose. I mean, it's pretty lofty praise.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? Does that kind of hold you to a certain standard?
Yeah, it was definitely cool to hear that. But you just gotta keep your head down, grinding every day. Just know that that I have the potential to be even better, and that's just something that I want to work at every day.
I mean, I would assume he was probably a guy you grew up watching. Mike was.
Yeah,
Any certain parts of his game that you've taken?
I guess just how quick he plays. He makes decisions in a split second, and he goes make the tackle.
What's the off season now look for you like over the next 3-4 months?
Definitely just putting on a lot more muscle. Getting with our strength guys. They're one of a kind. So I guess I'll just be getting in there, and also still got to keep that keep watching film, keep strengthening my knowledge of the game.
I've only been playing football, kicking for about 2 years, so
okay.
It was just this whole journey. It's just amazing, It's just being out here, getting this opportunity to be out here is awesome. And today, being able to prove myself and the people around me and those that love me and just support me all the way.
Coach said that it was about maybe halfway through last season that you kind of the light came on. What was there a certain practice, or when did that happen for you?
It was during the bye week. They gave me an opportunity. I made the most of it, and here we are today.
And the bye week, was that like some long field goals, or was it just consistent? What was that?
So before the bye week, I hadn't really gotten any team reps. So then during the bye week, they allowed me to get this opportunity to prove myself, see what I can do, how I can improve myself, and I showed out. So
Tough conditions today. I mean, you were into the wind most of the time. What was kind of going through your mind,
Right.
or in those kicks?
I mean, it's just another day. You just got to keep doing it, handling the conditions. If conditions are bad, conditions are going to be bad in the game. So you just prove yourself here, and then you can move on to the next game.
When you agreed to come to Iowa State, I mean, what was your goal? I mean, were you shooting to kind of take over once Chase was done, or I mean, interested kind of what your mindset was?
So first off, I was hoping to start right away, but
Okay.
not everything goes to plan. So, and Chase comes ahead of me, and I work with him. I talk to him. How can I get better to prove myself next season? And then here we are today. I'm still in contact with him. He's a great guy. He's having a kid, wife, everything. Glad for him, and just hopefully can lead after him.
What's he shared with you about what it takes? I mean, this is a tough place to kick,
Right. Oh,
right?
yeah.
What has he shared with you on that?
Well, he gives me techniques. He's giving me mental stuff. I show him some film. He offers me advice on what I can do, how I can get better, and all that.
All right, appreciate it.
I think there's been immense growth, and a lot of credit goes to my teammates and obviously my coaches for keep investing in me and believing in me. So I think continuing that growth, because obviously I'm not perfect, and obviously there's still areas I can improve upon. But I'm very happy with where I am right now, and I'm looking forward to keep growing as a cornerback.
How do you feel like this team's kind of filled that TJ Tampa void so far? Like, how do you think that growth has been in terms of replacing the star guy there?
Losing a guy like TJ is always tough. He's a great cornerback. He's going to do great things in the professional league too. But just the approach that you don't have to be TJ, but you have to be the best you can be, and that just fitting in, that'll be good enough. So obviously wanting to compete and grow every day, and he's leaving a spot, and someone has to take that spot. So that competition really helped out.
Break down the defensive effort today. How'd you guys play out there?
I thought we played great.
Yeah, obviously,
it seemed
right?
like it,
Yeah.
right? But everyone, knowing that this is the last practice, kind of the way to cap off the spring. You want to end it on a high note, and I think the defense definitely did that.
After the bowl game, you guys, coming back, not a good way to wrap up last season. Was there anything as a defense that you guys were kind of shooting for coming into this off season, or?
Yeah, I've said it a couple times, but Coach Haycock mentioned kind of our mantra is just fight every single day. It's like last year there were times we fought. Sometimes you decide don't want to show up for a half or a quarter, and that just hurts the team. So regardless of what you're doing, we're going to fight, and we're going to put ourselves in the best chances this season.
How dangerous is this defense?
I think it'll go wherever we want to take it. I think the defense has a lot of experience, a lot of potential. It just depends on if we're continuing to invest in ourselves and invest and improve every single day. But it's special. It's special for sure.
What has Coach Haycock done in this offseason that's maybe been different than last season? Is it kind of
I think the approach has always been that we want to be the best unit in the conference, in the country, in the state. So that hasn't necessarily changed, but maybe just the way we're going about it. Obviously we get together a lot with Coach Haycock, and then as a position group. So starting that unity, that chemistry, breeding it now, so that you have to work on it throughout the summer and the fall. Definitely.